computer. I don't know. At least I know where it is.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Did we figure out what we're just popping in like maybe what 10 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll start.
Mhm.
Welcome back to Ladies Edition. No, we shouldn't have left y'all without a dope beat to step two, but we're back. I'm one of your hosts, Shamika.
And I am Shelly Cheyenne. Hey, everybody.
So we wanted to just do a quick little pop in because we know we've been missing for a little bit. We had to take a break. There's
Mhm.
only so much we can talk about with vagina, right,
I
Shelly?
mean, our vaginas were tired. Okay, they need a break.
But we did want to pop in to remind you that October is a couple of different things. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month and then Menopause Awareness Month. So
Mm.
it's like we got all the things in the month of October. So, Shelly, have you done your mammogram yet? And
I did. I
okay.
always do mine usually around my birthday because it reminds me to do it. So I,
Mhm.
I set that one in June. So yeah, that one's good. I took care of
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
Have you done your one?
Mine's always scheduled for November.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's important to stay on top of those things. I have a coworker that we're actually celebrating her this week because she was diagnosed. She's fairly young. She was diagnosed over the summer
mm,
with breast cancer, and she had to have a mastectomy. So we are celebrating her finishing, her treatment and everything. So it is important to make sure that you're staying on top of your cancer, your breast cancer, and your screening and things like that.
yeah. And don't forget, you can feel yourself up at home, your self checks. I just
Hmm.
got that reminder the other day when I was listening to some women talk about their breast cancer diagnosis and stories and things. And I was like, oh, yeah. Because sometimes I can forget to do those self checks.
Yeah, and I always feel like I don't do them. I got to get better at it, and I don't feel like I do them very thorough. I just do a quick one, and like, okay,
Yeah.
But when I go to my doctor and she does it, I'm like, girl, what?
Why
Why
you
you
mashing so hard?
digging so deep and then going around? Just girl, So then I realize, oh, this how you supposed to do it, and
Right.
I don't really do it like that.
I
So
don't either.
we might need to have a person on here that can talk about how to do it yourself. You look at the little card that you keep sometimes in the shower or
Mhm.
pamphlet or something, but I need somebody to actually show me how to do it. But yeah, you
Ooh, I
gotta do
wonder
it.
if someone has a
No. No, no, I know where you go with
I'm gonna check.
it.
I'm gonna check.
Not a what is it? A stuffed
Yeah.
breast? I'm sure
Yeah.
there is. I'm sure
Yeah.
there is.
Because I
Uh,
mean, if we're gonna have someone show us, they need to be
they
able to
have to.
show where to do it, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. If you saw some of our other podcast videos about the what was the episode? It was with Dr. Michael. Um,
Oh gosh, I
oh
forgot his
gosh,
last name
I
all of
I
a sudden.
literally just had it in my
He's the cosmetic gynecologist.
yes, and he was on our show a few episodes back, and he brought on his lovely stuffed vulva and whole vagina. So I mean, you could just look at the videos that we have on our social media pages that show you our facial expressions and childishness.
Very childish. As my granddaddy would say, childish.
Yes. So what else do we have what else has been going on? I mean, we've been away. Both Shamika and I have had a summer, so we've had a lot of things individually that we've been focused on. So
Yeah. So I've been doing my celebration show over at blackdoctor.org. So that's weekly. So that takes up a lot of time. And speaking of menopause awareness, there's a couple of menopause related episodes there that really dig in. Like when I tell you that lady, when she said, that HRT was like some of those hormones was made from a horse's urine. I about
Mhm.
slid out the chair. So
Mhm.
y'all don't be putting horse's urine in your body. That don't
Mhm.
that don't mix.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was enlightening. That conversation was very interesting because I mean, we've had these topics before, but it
Yeah,
always is enlightening when you have someone else bring
right.
a different perspective, and then you're like, well, wait a minute,
Mhm.
and so for me, I've just been spending my summer kind of doing a little bit more research on menopause issues and dealing with my own, trying to figure out what's going on up inside of me. Okay. Because this whole thing is a journey and it's tiresome. And I
Mhm.
think, sometimes we get tired of talking about these things and we
Yeah.
need a little breather because it also is our health as well. So it
Mhm.
gets a little daunting sometimes, but we want to make sure that we don't stay away too long
Right.
from you guys. So
Yeah. So and I'm curious because I'm finding that not everyone has the same menopause symptoms. So let us know what you've been
mhm.
experiencing, whether it is perimenopause or menopause or shoot, even if you're in post, because my hairdresser's in post menopause and chow, the things she talks about, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It still has to go on.
Yeah. It's funny when you talk to different to women who are in the different stages of menopause, and
Mhm.
you're learning more about what they're dealing with, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, a woman who I was talking to who's in her 70s in Sally's beauty salon
Mhm.
store, I was getting something for my hair because my hair has just been not responding to my shampoos anymore, so I'm like, oh Lord, now I got to change. And I bumped into her and she was just, I don't know what we were talking about that led to menopause, but I think she was 72. And I must have said something that my hair feels a little bit brittle now, more now that I'm in menopause. And she said, oh, well, just wait till you get on the other side. Just, keep taking your vitamins. And she said, look at my hair. She pulled off her hat. And I said, ma'am, I don't know if you were trying to help me or if you were trying to,
Wait.
'cause don't be pulling off no hat unless you have a hat, unless it's because it looked like she just did basically what she was saying is she don't give a damn no more. And she's just in that era where she don't give a damn now. And she was buying some shampoo and products, but she said, I don't worry about it no more. I don't give a damn. I said, okay. So I'm gonna get my shampoo and I'm gonna keep on trying to give a few more.
Right,
Okay.
right,
But
right.
so yeah, it's been interesting to talk to different women about their menopause journey since we started the podcast.
Yeah, and I think the only other thing with me that's changed is, I've gone gluten-free, dairy-free, corn-free, soy-free. I eat air. That's what I
Mm,
eat, air.
mm-mm, mm-mm,
But I feel a little bit better. My stomach doesn't hurt all the time, and, but I can tell if I eat something that has gluten. Well, soy tried to take me out the other week.
mm,
I had some, waffles that had soy in them, and my throat started to close up, and I was like, "Let me
mm.
just swallow this last piece of waffle first. These waffles cost too much."
Yeah, greedy. Were those
But
cashew waffles?
were they
Was
what?
it cashew?
No, these were
No.
Trader Joe's.
Oh, okay.
They're the gluten-free waffles, but they
Mm-hmm.
had soy in them still.
Mm-mm.
So I'm
Mm-mm.
learning what because as I'm going to through these changes, these
Mm-hmm.
hormonal changes, I can't eat the same things anymore that I
Yeah.
want to eat, because it does cause inflammation. It causes stomach issues. Like I had red meat the other day, and my body said, "What is you doing?"
Yeah.
Like so,
Yeah.
so yeah, so those things that I'm just trying to navigate through that and see what that looks like because it's almost like we have to relearn our bodies,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, I'm still learning. I finally was able to this summer. see some changes in my weight,
Mhm.
and it started to go down. And I'm trying to find what magic combination I used,
Mhm.
but I was getting up early in the morning and working out and doing weights, and I started really focusing more so on weights and just walking. And I
Mhm.
noticed the scale coming down, and I saw some different things. And then I started having a weird pain in my leg, and so I had to stop working
Mhm.
out as strong. So it's all these little different things that just
Yeah.
keep popping up sometimes, but
Mhm.
it is the journey of just learning how to balance it and navigate through it and figure out what's going to work for you. And I don't know, I ain't giving up my coffee yet. Now I keep
Me
hearing a lot of
neither.
people say you're gonna have to give up a coffee. I will not. Now I will say I went a whole summer with drinking coffee only on the weekends, and I don't know if that helped
Mhm.
kind of shift my weight or whatever, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna live without my coffee. Maybe some of the things that's within it, um, is also the problem, but I do feel like I just always feel inflamed. I feel
Yeah.
inflamed,
Yeah. That's how
and
I
so
was
I'm trying
feeling.
to figure out how to reduce that. So,
Yeah, and I'm finding where was it? It was my birthday weekend. We were going to a jazz club. And so before I was like, I'm just gonna eat a little something because I don't know if the jazz club will have the kind of food I want to eat because I
mhm,
looked at the menu and I was like, I have no idea what I could eat there. So I said, okay, my friend will be here in like 45 minutes to get me. So I'm gonna just get some tuna, lemon pepper tuna, which
mm,
I love that flavor. And I
mhm.
was like, crap, I don't know if I should use mustard or mayonnaise. I don't know because this was still early in that
Oh,
journey. So I was like, let me figure this out. So I was like, okay, I have just a little bit of vegan dressing from Trader Joe's. So I just put a little bit of that, you know, mix it up, was like, okay, eat it. It felt like hell took over in my body and it was so hot. Like, I mean,
mm,
my face was red. My whole, like, it just felt like it was different from a hot flash. It was
mhm.
like, I can't even explain it. It was just like nothing,
Oh,
nothing.
wow.
I mean, usually with the hot flash, if I go stand in the freezer, eat a popsicle, I'm good.
Mhm.
My body said, damn, that popsicle in that freezer. I had a cute little outfit on. By the time my friend got here, I was standing here in my drawers. And she was like, hey, we supposed to be there. The show start at 8. And I was like, I don't know what to
Oh,
wear because I'm hot. And I had the
yeah.
AC lowest could as it could go. And guzzling water and I don't know. So she was like, "Well, just put your pants in your purse. Just put on." So I had like a dressy shirt, but I was like, "You know what? I can't wear these pants because I'm hot.
Oh,
Like I can't."
yeah.
And so I just put on some wrinkled old shorts. If you saw the pictures online, that's what happened. The outfit didn't go together, but whatever. We get there and I'm like, okay, when I get inside, it was hot in there, or maybe it was just me. Come to find out, once I talked to my nutritionist, she said that was a histamine reaction
Yeah.
so when
Uh,
we looked it up, the food had um that particular tuna had some whatever the seasoning in it had dairy and some soy. And I was like, God
mm,
dog, that tried to take me out too. So it's just like, so now that makes me think like, are we always having hot flashes or are they histamine reactions? Like
yeah.
those little things. So I'm just trying to figure out what foods I can eat and which ones I can't
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. And we hope that, through our podcast, that you're able to hear some of our journey with menopause and just all of the things, and start to really look at yourself, start to really notice little things. And
Mhm.
I'm thinking, I talk to a lot of women who are younger, who are in their 30s, early 30s, and they're like, well, I don't need to have this conversation just yet. And I said, well, there is pre
Mhm.
menopause and peri and all of those different perimenopause and all that. And so I think that what I've always heard is the sooner you kind of start
Mhm.
looking at your body and noticing changes and keeping track of the changes with your cycle, even if it's just a little bit, something that's not as consistent as it used to be, just various changes within your body, that's when you really need to start looking at what stage of the menopause phase you're in. If it's peri, start developing kind of a care regimen
Mhm.
that is going to follow you on the way out, all the way.
Yeah.
Because the sooner you start to um, learn how to navigate your body through those changes, those different phases, the better you will be.
Mhm.
And that's one of the things that I've heard from a few doctors that said, well, if you would have started kind of looking at certain things and watching your weight a little bit more prior to this particular point, then it wouldn't hit you as hard now. And
Mhm.
so maybe that's why a lot of women, like our parents, maybe that they didn't have as many issues because they kind of, you know, took care of certain things early on and
Yeah.
not just waited until they got into menopause to then start trying to develop some type of thing. As my mother would always say, just do your preventative measures.
Mhm.
Do your preventative measures when it comes to certain things. And I think menopause is one of those that you have to do that with.
Yeah. Absolutely. So make sure you are doing your breast exams, get your
Mm-hmm.
mammogram,
Mm-hmm.
and keep an eye on your body. Keep a journal if you have to. Like,
Mm-hmm.
or, if it's figure out what are some triggers, what are some things that make me feel better, all those things. Just keep an eye on it and make sure you follow us on all the social medias because we're still posting clips from previous episodes that maybe there's a nugget there that you missed that will just catch your eye then that may be helpful. You never know.
Yeah. And look out for more content from us because we are getting the show back up and starting some more episodes coming up even later this month. We're going to have a healthcare professional on. We have some people lined up to speak on our show. So hopefully you will tune in for more
Yes.
conversation and learn some things.
Yes, and if you want to be on the show and share your story, hit us up, let us know, and don't be shy. But if you absolutely don't want to be on camera or telling your story, even with audio, feel free to just drop us a note. We'll share your story. We can protect your identity.
Yeah, we'll share whatever you're because everybody has questions. I always
Yeah.
get those questions. I know you do, and we always say, "Well, send them to the show and
Mhm.
come on the show." No, 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 I don't want to just ask this question or just say this, but just think of it this way: you're helping other women and other people who may be going through what you're going through too. So sharing your
Yeah.
story as we share ours
Mhm.
is very helpful to others, whether it be now or later when they'll need to have this information. So keep that in mind.
Yes. You can email us at ladieseditionpodcast@gmail.com. And where are we on social,
We're
Shelley?
on Facebook. Are we on Twitter? I know
No.
we're on Facebook. Okay, so we're on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Ladies Edition Podcast, and also
And YouTube.
YouTube.
Mhm.
Yes. So check us out. Come back for more. Friend us or whatever the thing is to keep in touch with us. Like us,
Yeah.
share, and let us know what topics you would like us to cover too, because we do want to have your input on some of the topics that matter to you.
Yes. So we're going to get up out of here because we got things to do. But
Things to do.
we wanted to make sure we showed our face so you could see we're still here. We haven't gone anywhere, but we will catch you in a couple weeks actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.